Do any of these updates start with my desk not being messy? Hello YouTube, and welcome to update 7? It says it in the title, trust me, down there somewhere. Update something. But yeah, so it is, have to look at the calendar, it's May 2015 I think. And I've been working on this, pretty much non-stop since the last update. We haven't had massive breaks. However, what I've been doing is very fiddly, and so the progress to actually look at isn't that much, even though for me it's been a lot. So I've decided to work on the hull more recently. In fact, I haven't done anything to this except break that handrail again since the last update. So this is going to go somewhere, and I've literally just been working on this. Right, so I've managed to get managed to get the camera a little closer, and this is what I've been working on. Can you see it? Can you? No, I can't either. Right, can you see all of this edging? All of this has to be 28, and the deck is Humbrol 27. And basically, anyone who follows my channel will know how hopeless I am at painting anything delicate or small. So if we look at the box, we can basically see what we're trying to do there, and sorry I can't focus it, but it's just this strip all the way down here along the bottom of the fencing handrails, is 28. So I like stuff very straight and neat, even though I'm hopeless at getting that, but I have got there, I think, or just about. You can see there's a few sort of blemishes like at the end here, not coming up on camera too well, but yeah, it goes a bit squiff at the end. So I know a lot of people wouldn't mind too much, and yeah, I do, yeah, I care a lot, even though it's on a shelf, and you wouldn't see this for most of the time when it's finished. It will annoy me, so at some point I'm going to have to straighten out that squiff, I think, at some point, and any other squiffs around the place. But the majority of it is now really nice straight lines, nice definition between the 28 and the 27. And what I've then done is painted these little bits in the middle, which is one of them, made a nice unfocused blurry box in the background. So that's a thing that the ropes can go through, basically, and holds the rope in place. And I don't know the name of it, but they are brass and they're often polished up. So I've painted them on. There's another one just there, another one over the back here. There is two on the back, and I've also painted this flat bit on the back in 28, which I found just lots of photos, that even though it doesn't stick up like these side bits, is the same colour as the handrails. So what I've then done is I've got a Humbrol 191, and I've painted this, which is basically a always polished, nice, shiny stainless steel plate, I think. Is it stainless steel? I don't know. But it goes on the back of the boat. And I've found, you know by now, this model is going to be of Plymouth's Severn class, which is 1735, so 17-35. So in the box it comes with all the transfers, so you can make any Severn class, which I think is really nice of them. You'll have to ignore that horrible yellow splodge there. It's not meant to be there. I just sort of splattered some paint around. On Plymouth Lifeboat, I found that they have more stainless steel plates than a normal Severn class over the rubber fendering, which is what all this black stuff is around the edge. There's a steel plate there and there, because they have ropes where it's moored, permanently coming out. Oh, sorry, if I get it in shot, that usually helps. There's ropes coming out of the brass golden things, and they would rub on the rubber, so they've got some little plates there, which are also polished up. So I've also done them in 191, and round the front I've added a little plate there, and that one's there on every Severn class, so that's also there. So all of that, and I've just finished that, and I've started painting the fendering in black. As you can see, it gets so far and runs out, but yeah, I'm really happy with that. It's taken me 2-3 months, but we're there, we are there, and I am never touching that with a paintbrush again, apart from touching up these squiffs. But when I finish that, I am keeping it masked up until I'm finished, so I can't get any other paint on it and ruin it by mistake, and then yeah, it's going to keep it really nice and straight and lovely forever. Unfortunately, that is all I've done on the exterior of the boat. That's literally all I've done. And as a result of that, if I bring over the Humbrol 28, this is my dad's pot of paint, and Dad, I know you watch my videos sometimes, so open this. That's your 28 now. Sorry. Yeah, it's lovely stuff actually. Basically the lid wouldn't seal back on, and it all dried out. But it wasn't the nicest of paint, let's be honest. And I've bought you a new one. It's downstairs in the cupboard, as you probably know by now. So yeah, that's what happened to your 28 exactly, but there's a lovely new can of 28 downstairs in the cupboard. So yeah, as I said on the exterior, that is all that's happened. So that means something must have happened on the interior, surely. Well, yes, it has, surprisingly, even though the interior was finished. And you probably can't work out what's missing, but basically something fell off of that shelf. Nice blurry shelf up there, because I can't really bother to focus the camera, sorry. And this is the main control panel, and it was quite fiddly to get in. It was sitting roughly there, and the thing fell off the shelf and it went, and basically completely snapped off. I then found why it snapped off, because it's glued on that edge there, and along the bottom there, and all of that was painted over. So idiot me, that was 2 years younger than I am now, not 2 years, well, 18 months younger than I am now. This was when I was literally just sort of starting model making, really. It's only my third Airfix kit, my first decent Airfix kit, should we say. So believe it or not, I'm still quite a novice. And yeah, so I managed to, this broke off really easily because there's nothing holding it on, to be honest. So I've filed all this off now, got rid of most of the paint, and I'll get rid of more before I glue it back on again. But while this was off, I was looking at some pictures of the interior of a Severn glass, and I thought, why have I not detailed this yet? Come on, right. So I'm having the removable superstructure that comes off, so I can see the inside. I might as well do the inside properly. And that is what I've done. So before, it was all painted matte black, which was pretty horrible. The only thing that wasn't was the 2 footrests, which were 27. and the steering wheel, which was 21, which is gloss black. What I've done now then, see, is painted, well, most of the instruments. So they were all moulded on, they're just painted straight over. And if you ignore some of the horrible not finished stuff up there, and the streak of matte black going through the middle of that, when I buy some more 27, this screen is going to be a dark brown, same as the deck. That grey is 27, and then it will be finished. So this is, I'm really happy, can't talk, I'm really happy with this actually. So you can see all the handrails. Some of the handrails are gloss black, and some of them are sort of polished steel / chrome. So I've done those 4 in gloss, not gloss, 191. Same colour as those plates on the front and back and side and stuff. The polished steel sort of colour. Then I've painted these 2 handrails gloss black. Screens I've painted gloss black. And then the rest of it is 64. And 64 is this grey. So I'm trying to remember what I've done here. I've painted up the instruments. There's a few dials and stuff that are a nice light grey, so they're all painted. Then there's the odd sort of gloss black instrument as well, just sitting there. And I think that looks really effective. So yeah, it's definitely nicely detailed. And what I've done then, if I can pick it up, it's a tiny piece of paper, is I printed off a little navigational chart map thing. I got my dad to print this off, so thanks, Dad. Yeah, so this is a tiny little navigational chart, and it's actually of Plymouth. So I got a few of them printed off, and this is the navigator's position, which goes around. If I bring the boat back, we have this, and that goes around that seat there. So that seat there is the navigator's chair, and basically I thought we needed a map. So if I'm detailing it all that nicely, we need a map to go somewhere. So if I can get it the right way up, goes it's very fiddly because it's so small. That, or I've just got really fat fingers. So yes, that goes on there, which is the little navigator's table, and as you can see, I think it fits in quite nicely. So all of that then works really nicely. So I've just slotted it back in position for now, and we're getting a bit of glare off it, so sorry about that. But yeah, so that's roughly where it'll sit when it's glued back in. Whilst I was doing that, I also found photos of this. So this is a little circuit board, I think. Not entirely sure. In fact, if I grab my Kindle tablet thing and find the right photo, jump cut. Right, this is it, and if I try not to get reflection on it, nope. Right, let's start again. Right, this is it, and there you go. That is a picture of a real Severn class. It's a Brixham Severn class, so just round the coast from Plymouth is Torbay's Severn class lifeboat, which is 1728. Now it's not a very good quality photo, which is why it's blurry. It's not just unfocused. But yeah, so you can see that's the steering wheel right up the front there. So we've got the fire extinguisher. If I go over to the model, there's a little fire extinguisher, and the door in my model is closed, but the door here is opened, and that goes down to the engine rooms and survivors sort of area and stuff, which we don't get in the model because it's all below decks. But this is the little panel I'm talking about. So it's sort of varnished wood with a few boxes on it, which I haven't painted yet. This is all very messy at the moment, but you can see I've painted it brown just to start off for the background, and hopefully I'll be able to paint this up really nicely detailed as well. So I think that will add to this area, because this area, apart from the fire extinguishers, is sort of lacking in detail. It's just the cream grey 28 and black, basically. That's it. Okay, so the last thing I've done, if we come back over to Kindle, we're looking forward, just standing in that sort of gap. So if I get the model right, at the moment this photo was taken standing literally in that gap, in the little wall partition thing, looking forward, and in fact that chair there is the navigator's chair on the right hand side that I pointed out earlier, and I want to look at a little seat. So if we go down, there you go, this is the corner of a seat, and you can see it's the same with all the seats. I've looked around. There's a sort of a yellow. How can I get black and yellow muddled up? There's a yellow knob there, which is, I think it's to adjust the seat or something. But basically that's on every seat, and I thought that was worth modelling. So, you saw me in the reflection there. What I've done is I've modelled that. I've just put a little blob of yellow on the corner of each seat, and you can see them in there, and I think that looks quite nice. And again, that was a lot easier to do because the control panel had fallen out. So that thing falling off the shelf was kind of good, because it means I've gone back and detailed the inside a lot more than I was planning to, and I'm really pleased with the results. So yeah, that really is it. I've just messed about and got it back on the stand. I think I'm going to glue those stands on a bar across to keep them the right width apart, because it's quite hard to get the boat onto the stands and one always sticks to it and stuff. So yeah, that really is it. I've got nothing more to say, but now some of the more fiddly bits have gone. We'll be able to do more, so yeah, hopefully more progress soon, although summer is coming, so no promises, I'm afraid. The project is ongoing, but yeah, I do aim to finish this half, and then get that completely out the way, transfers and all, before I start going on the superstructure again. So hopefully pretty soon we'll have all the black fendering finished. This will have its final top coat of gloss blue. The red will have its final top coat of 100, red brown 100, and yeah, it'll start looking a lot better. So yeah, that is it. I keep saying that's it, and I keep then talking, so that really is it. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. And I will see you all again soon. I'm gonna go before my voice completely dies, because I am getting really dry throat. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.